Yeah, like a Superdawg with everything except peppers.
Hi, I'm civil rights attorney Andy Hale. This is my first episode of a series I'm calling Hungry for Justice. I have been talking about this idea for years. I finally just said, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna do it and put it out there. That's my mantra for 2025. Create, man, we're all creators. You got an idea? Do it. Don't wait for somebody's permission, put it out there. So this idea is to combine my love of true crime and true crime storytelling with food. I'm here in Chicago at an iconic hot dog place that's been around since 1948. And I thought this is the perfect location to do my first case, which I'm gonna call Murder in Rains County, Texas. Here comes my food. Hold on, people. Oh, you've made my day. This is just the best. So one thing I love about Superdawg, I mean, the food obviously foremost, and I also love vintage places. I love places that have been around, have a history. I'll take that every day of the week over some place that just opened. I love the way their products look. So this is their cup. I love the iconic kind of Superdawg logos on there. And Mo and Flo, there's 12-foot versions of this on top of the Superdawg that I'll show you. And I love it when people are like, why be boring? Let's make it interesting, right? So it comes in this amazing box with the Superdawg branding. Just getting this is like getting a present. It's like Christmas. And then you open it up and you've got this amazing little surprise. And what they do is they put the French fries over the hot dog. And I think the fries, Superdawg's known for its hot dogs, but I think the French fries are underrated. They're always crispy, very on the crispy side, which I like. I start with the fries, but I kind of make my way through it. This is just one of the best. The case with Dr. Chronis is so near and dear to me because I have a connection to it through my friend Paul. And it's also one of the most outrageous and frustrating cases I've ever come across because of the lack of thorough investigation, the lack of urgency, the lack of an attempt to try to solve it. Let me talk a little bit more about George Chronis. This guy was amazing. First of all, so smart, went to Northwestern, athletic, could speak several languages, play different musical instruments. I mean, the guy was just like a gentle giant too. Sweet, loving, kind, super talented guy, wonderful father, wonderful human being, and had the ability to buy this ranch in rural Texas, this happy place that he could use a couple times a year to go hunting and hang out. So let's fast forward 8 years to 2018 when George decides to go down to the ranch. George has got a guy who's basically maintaining the property. There's not that much to do, but he gets wind of the fact that this guy is using the land in ways he's not supposed to. He's making improvements to the property that he's not authorized to make. And it becomes a little bit of an issue. So he decides to meet with a lawyer. He makes an appointment to meet with a lawyer to talk about, hey, I want to make sure this guy that is maintaining my property can't bring some kind of adverse possession claim, claiming, you know, I made improvements to the property and somehow, you know, I now have ownership rights. So he gets into Dallas, then he has to drive to and there's a little bunkhouse on this 78-acre property. It's like a little converted barn, nothing fancy, it's pretty modest and small. He gets down there about 8 o'clock. Here's where things get interesting. About an hour later, he texts his wife a photo of furniture in this little bunkhouse, like a little table and chairs. He said, notice anything? Well, this table and chairs were not his. He didn't buy it. He didn't put it in there. So who did? Who put that furniture in there? He opens the fridge. There's food in there. It's not his, obviously. So somebody has been staying and living in his bunkhouse. So he has this conversation with his wife. He calls her back like an hour later. They talk on the phone for probably 45 minutes. it's now like 10 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, there's a 911 call to the Rains County Sheriff's Office from a neighbor that the property is on fire. The bunkhouse is on, it's blazing was the word. So fire department shows up. First responders see George's body laying on the ground outside the entrance to this bunkhouse. He's pronounced dead. What the hell happened? Why did this happen? How did this happen?